Welcome to the Bluejay Banter Postgame Show. We are live at the Let It Fly Sports Bar, a raucous Let It Fly Sports Bar in downtown Omaha. Two buzzer beaters, one in the CHI and one on TV with North Carolina and Duke. Whoa, what a game, what a game, what a game. We have the whole crew here. Tim Kruger, AJ Andreessen, Austin Chapman, the point guard. Jays win, Jays win, Jays win, Jays win. 69-68. Somehow, some way, AJ, Mr. Stat Guy, Mr. Analytics, can you look up the game feed? Like, what was the exact? Were we not only that, were we still down 7 with under a minute to go?
One moment,
He'll
please.
check it out. He'll check it out. So, Austin, what did you think? Let's start with you.
Decent game. First half.
Jeez.
I mean, decent game. You know,
Well,
it's just,
it was an exciting game.
it was.
An exciting game. The play was, you know.
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
It raised blood pressure a little bit. We did what we had to. Down another body, right?
Yeah,
So-
that's the thing.
So-
Like, without sports, we were scoring early on. I mean, we were scoring at a really good clip the first 10 minutes. But then, like, in the second half, it was like, okay, the guys were just looking like, who can we get the ball to score? And, without Austin, do you have the –
Yeah, I have a couple things. So 1:35 left in the game. We were down 9 after Adam Clark made a jumper, and there was a 97% chance that Seton Hall wins the game.
So we were down 9 with a minute 35 to go, and we won in regulation. We didn't send it to overtime.
I mean, 18 turnovers too. That's to that point. We got lucky.
I get Seton Hall fouls on every possession and is aggressive and turns people over, but man, about at least a third of those were just like
they were careless.
Yeah, just crazy turnovers. First thing I think we'll start off. Okay, first of all, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We really, really appreciate it. We gain subscribers every time we do one of these shows, so hit that. Secondly, we got some giveaways tonight. Okay. So if you remember the last time we were, I think, here, Isaac was sitting here and he said, man, been here 4 times. I've lost every time.
Is he back today?
And I said,
Let's go. Let's go.
I
love that. Let's go.
said, Isaac, maybe we get you back for the Big East. Well, unfortunately, we know with the circumstances, Josh Dix was supposed to be here tonight. And we said, hey, Josh, we're going to, you got bigger things to do. We'll get someone else. And so it was funny. I'm texting Jackson thinking he still has shows to do. Can you just flip-flop? Mm-hmm. And he goes, well, Tim, McHugh told me that Isaac was doing it. I go, great.
I love it.
Awesome. Maybe we can get a win, da-da-da-da. And then when he nailed those 5 threes, I'm like, oh, this couldn't work out better. And then we're down 9 with a minute 35. I'm thinking, oh, my God, he's going to have to come again for a loss.
6 of 10.
But no, he does not. He comes for a win. Anyway, here's what I'm saying. We've had wonderful chats all season long. We want to keep them coming tonight. So we've got a couple of things we're going to give away. Number 1, we've got an autographed Jackson McAndrew basketball, mini ball for, your desk, your trophy case, whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
And when Isaac gets here, he's going to sign a brand new hat, a cap that RTI Threads, our sponsor, has just put out. It's Creighton. It's basketball-centric hat. It's a Creighton hat for basketball. And we have put down on the cap 6 for 10 from 3, Seton Hall, the date, and he's going to sign it.
Nice.
Pretty nice little memento to have because
What about this
people are going to be talking about it for a long time. We were going to do that, but here's the problem. If a guy wants a triple X, and that's an extra large.
Well.
We can have him sign it, though. Well, we got another one in there. We can sign it. Oh, okay.
Why not?
No,
Anyway,
sorry.
so that's what we're doing tonight.
Love it.
We're thankful that our wonderful intern, Will, is back healthy again.
Yeah, Will.
Back with us. So Will was at the press conference. We just want to run down a couple little things. And another sub, Mike Nesbit subbing for Trey, just found out. So
There you go.
we have some recruits in tonight. We have a kid from North Carolina in.
Yeah.
So Will sent us the press conference. So Max said, we had a little help from heaven today. Boy, did we ever. Austin tweaked his ankle. We thought he was going to be able to play. Obviously, he did not. And really proud of Isaac today. With Nick's foul trouble, Fedor came up huge. And you couldn't draw it up any better with the celebrating and everything. Perfect ending for a week that was very, very hard for us, obviously. Josh should have been at home with his family, but he adamantly wanted to stay with the team, and that's just the kind of teammate he is and the kind of person. And Nick said, we had an angel looking over us today. That momentum from the crowd helped us out. Even though, look, I can't blame you because I thought it was over too, but chunk of the crowd left. There was a bunch of the students left, a chunk of the crowd.
You know what, Tim? The ones that are going to stay are going to be the loudest ones
Yeah.
that matter the most. So that's
fair.
What did Bo Schembechler say? Those who stay will be champions. There we go.
got a lot of champions.
There we are. IT said, my teammates were able to find me everywhere tonight and lead me to that spot. The crowd was huge, helped a great deal. It was great to see the CHI rocking again. And obviously, Isaac's seen a lot of games where it's been rocking, so kind of cool. And then great note at the end. Well, this is so perfect because AJ and I were talking about this earlier. Seton Hall did not attend the conference.
I wanted to hear what Shaheen had to say.
Oh, Shaheen was distraught, man. I don't know if you saw it, but
He
I don't know
has
if
to
anybody out
realize
there-
they did that to us at Seton Hall.
They
Like,
did. They've done that a bunch of times. Come back on people, but like he stood at midcourt and just stood. He was frozen. Mac is like, great game, Shaheen. You know, da 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 da. Shaheen finally just does the obligatory handshake all the way down the line. He gets done. He goes around the line. He stands like on the free throw line, and there's just pandemonium going on. And he just stood there and stared. He looked at his team for a while, like he wanted to yell at him, but he couldn't, and he just stood there. So I'm like, well, he probably ain't talking tonight.
Bummer.
Whoa, what a game. What a game. What a game. But yeah, look, let's be honest here. Those two teams are battling for fourth place in the Big East. It's kind of sad. Now, we were without a guy, okay? But that wasn't a very good, for a big chunk, that wasn't a very good basketball game. I can't imagine, like, just the average fan who had no dog in the fight,
Yeah.
going, my God, what is this product here?
I had someone text me and say, it feels like if we lose this game, we're not even in contention for the crown. Yet if we win, we're in sole fourth place of the Big East. It's like so true.
Yeah.
It's like we felt like we had so much to lose, and then we win, and now we're sitting alone in fourth.
And so we're having our celebratory Let It Fly beer at the Let It Fly Sports Bar. You can get this actual beer. AJ's actually having the draw, Let It Fly draw. You can get this. So is Austin. Austin's having a beer too. Gentlemen, man, it seems like forever since we won a game, right?
Sure does.
But, yeah, crazy game. And like I said, we're going to have Isaac on who, man, just on a heater to start out the game.
Yep.
And like I said, it was like both teams combined, like we had damn near 40 points with like 13 minutes left in the first half. I'm like, that's incredible scoring for two teams that can struggle sometimes, especially Seton Hall. And Seton Hall, they were on fire in the first half. They were 71% from three in the first half. I mean, trust me, I've watched them a ton this year. They don't shoot
really
threes like that. Clark was on fire tonight, too.
Well, mean reversion. What did they do the second half? 0 for 2.
Yeah.
0%.
Yeah, I mean, they don't like to shoot threes, but because they don't hit them. But Clark was really good tonight.
Yeah,
really good.
He's been good, though.
He has.
Past couple weeks.
He was Big East Player of the Week last week.
Yeah.
Well,
He's been great.
some teams have their philosophy has been, we're going to let, I think it was back the first time they played Villanova. Seton Hall was like 4-0 in the league or whatever at the time. And Villanova's philosophy was, Willard said, we're just going to make Clark be a scorer. And it worked. And so then everybody did that for a while, and he wasn't hitting shots.
Yeah.
He was still distributing because he can distribute very well. But tonight, man, he was really good tonight. And we didn't have an answer for him.
Right. We have a comment I want to go to really quick.
Yeah, go.
I think this is something I was going to ask Austin as well, but someone commented in. So Joe P said, question for Austin, how frustrating is it playing against a team like Seton Hall that rides the line of fouling every single play? Does it wear you down mentally? Does it get in your head?
I think I'd be the wrong person to ask, but I don't know. Just depends if you're soft or not, really. I hate to go that route
that's
here,
true.
but that is, at the end of the day. And like growing up, there was many of games being a young kid that it was, long rides home listening to Dad. So it's like you don't want to hear that anymore. So I don't know. After a while, you just got to get tough. That just is what it is. We're Big East basketball. They're a New Jersey team.
Yeah.
It just is what it is, and it's just I think that the refs kind of give others the benefit of the doubt a lot of the times too, because we like to complain and we shoot long threes and whatever. But I don't know. It's just part of the game, at the end of the day. So.
All right, it's time for Coach's Corner. It's sponsored by Care Miners Home Health Care. Count on Care Miners Home Health Care as a personal provider for your loved one. We can help with grooming, dressing, and meal preparation. All this and more gets you the much-needed break you deserve. So first, go to careminersnebraska.com, see all they have to offer, and check out exactly the program that you want for you and your loved one and your family. And then give them a call, 402-932-2211. That's 402-932-2211. That's Care Miners Home Healthcare. We are joined on Coach's Corner tonight, as we said, a substitute. But
it's a good one to substitute on.
You're a good one to substitute on, Mike Nesbit. Coach, congrats.
Thank you.
Whew, we were just looking up. We were down 9 with 1:30 to go.
Yep.
98%.
I was looking at the ESPN ticker as I was walking over here. It said, like, at that point, it was 97, 98% chance of losing. And now we've had a couple of those here at home. We've
had 3 games we pulled out that, you just shake your head.
Yes. I mean,
but sorry to interrupt, but Seton Hall has done this to teams this year too.
For sure.
So
I mean, usually it's like, all right, you give one away, you'll probably get one back. And that first one at Seton Hall, we definitely felt
gave
like,
away. Yep.
That last minute and a half, like, that was a game that we probably should have won, and 98 times you're going to win that game. And we kind of flipped it on them today, so that was pretty fun.
Crazy. So Austin tweaks his ankle, can't go, and the game started. I'm like, let's see. And I'm like, wait a minute. It just, it took me a minute to process. I'm like, seems like we're missing somebody. Like, oh, Austin. But man, Isaac came out on a heater.
Yeah. I mean, that's who Isaac is, and he's kind of been in the slump, I don't know, the last month, really. But credit to him. Like, he's still, very even-keeled and still comes in and does his work on a daily basis. And, that's the thing about Seton Hall, especially the way they play defense. Like, their ball pressure is so crazy, in the backcourt, that if you can break the press, if you can take care of the ball, you probably are going to get a good shot. And they don't necessarily care where the shots are coming from. And, credit to Isaac, he stepped up and hit 5 big threes that first half.
Speaking with Don, who's a fixture in here to Let Fly, before the game, he said, I went to shoot around today. He said, Isaac didn't miss. So I walk in and he goes, I told you. But that's what we see in practice all the time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he just doesn't miss.
Yeah. And, I mean, teams definitely have the scouting report out on him. And, I don't even remember. All right, we're 13 games into league play, and it's like, all right, don't let this kid get a wide open look. And they gave him some wide open ones, and that's kind of what he can do. He's a 60, 70% wide open 3-point shooter.
He had one in front of me, though. The shot clock was running out. It was heavily guarded, and he still knocked it down when he was on that run. And then, basketball's a funny game. We've said it a million times, but Nick struggled a lot tonight, struggled getting the ball, struggled shooting, struggled getting us into the offense. A lot of dribbling. I know way more dribbling than you guys want. Not only from Nick, but from a couple other guys. And then hits the game winner. I mean,
it was that whole last 90 seconds was just kind of crazy. We get the steal. Jason gets the steal. we get we get the layup off that. We get the offensive rebound. Fedor hits a crazy shot, which
kind of gets lost in the mix.
It gets lost because clearly we hit the game winner, but like Fedor hits a huge double clutch, and then Nick, that's kind of been Nick's shot, especially when he's feeling good. That step back, usually it's on that right wing, but that left wing, he rose up and shot it with confidence. And I think the whole bench, we had a pretty good angle of it. We all thought it was going in. And
I had it perfect. I was not exactly behind him, but a little to the right, and he let it go. And I went, oof,
yep,
that could go.
Yep. But I mean, even leading up to that, we're not a pressing team, and we
turned them over. They stepped over the end line.
Yep. So, just big winning plays down the stretch from a lot of different guys.
Your long career coaching, improbable, crazy wins. Where does this sit?
I mean, these last 3 home wins, I'd put up against any of them. I've been on the losing end of some of the craziest. I was a graduate assistant my first year in coaching at New Mexico, and we were up 26 with 9 minutes to play. We were up 14 with under a minute to play, and we ended up losing that game.
14 with a minute to play?
Yep.
Who was that against?
That was against Nevada, Eric Musselman.
Oh, yeah.
So that is still I think
that's
about that.
That's got to be the all-timer right there.
I mean, I think that's an all-timer for anyone that's been doing it. This is my year 11 for me, but anyone that's been doing it for 30, 40 years probably. But no, I mean, these tonight, we didn't play well. We turned the ball over way too much. Bud Clark had a heck of a game, but we did figured out a way to win. And at this point in the season, with how things have been going, the emotional week that our guys have had, we'll take them however we can get them right now.
Yeah. You think about it though. Almost the Xavier game is more improbable because Austin could go out there with nobody guarding him and probably not hit bank that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nick's was a 3. It was somewhat guarded, but not heavily guarded. But, that was just a make or miss shot, Mm-hmm. That ball's got to come off the backboard just perfectly. Now, everything that led up to it, there's, missed free throws in there. Yeah. There's, like you said, Fedor hitting that shot, the guy stepping over the end line, all kinds of things.
Yeah. No, it was a good one. So, I mean, like I said, I'm happy for our guys that we were able to pull it out.
We had a person in the chat before you came in, so we'll ask you this question. With the way Seton Hall plays, I mean, obviously in-your-face defense, no question, very good defensive team. But, most possessions you could probably call a foul and not think the ref was crazy,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
How much does that wear into the players and even into the coaching staff? How much does that wear in? What can we do here?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wears on them, physically for sure. But yeah, I mean, they make it hard for you to get the ball over half court. They make it hard for you to get into any kind of offense. They just make the game really hard, and they're probably one of the most physical teams in the league. I put them right up there with St. John's and UConn in terms of physicality, but
considering they're not a very big team.
They're not. But he gets those guys playing so hard, and yeah, I mean it took us out of everything we wanted to do offensively. Which I think I walked in and Austin was talking about. We want to shoot a lot of threes, and yeah, I mean we do, but we would prefer those threes to come inside and out, and they mm-hmm. make it so it's really hard to get the ball inside even the arc for us. This team this year. So there were a lot of empty possessions where, there was just ring around the rosy, no paint touch threes, and thankfully we hit a few of them tonight. But no, it's a very tough matchup for us and a lot of teams in this league.
Talking with Coach Mike Nesbit of after the Jays' thrilling 69-68 win. Big picture, so like you said, we have only got 7 games left, conference season. We're starting to look at the standings a little bit now. Where are we falling? Where we, and I know I talked to Murph about a week ago, and he's like, God, we got to get in that 4 or 5. We got it. We don't want to play that extra night. Tonight, that moves you into 4th by yourself, gives you an 1-game lead over Seton Hall, and I think in the tiebreaker situation it sits now, we would have a tiebreaker, so kind of almost a game and a half. And Georgetown loses, so now we're 2 ahead of them. Mm-hmm. So, hey, all the losing streak, all the stuff that's happened, everything, and here we are in about as good a position as we can hope for at this point of the season with everything that's gone on.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely had a lot go on and injuries and all that type of stuff, but yeah, I mean, solo 4th place, we're going to go to DePaul, who, is going to be ready to roll. They just got blasted at Providence today, and then, turn around and play Villanova, who's, going to be trying to get us back for beating them on their home floor, and they've really played well recently. And DePaul, DePaul's really, I was pretty shocked about that score today. I think
I was too.
I think they've been playing pretty good ball.
I thought this was a spot for DePaul to get a win.
So they'll be ready to roll. I'm sure for us on Wednesday night.
And crazy, you look at the standings now. There's 5 teams within a half game of each other for last place.
Yeah,
like that shows usually you're in a conference. You've got the top 4 or 5 are tough. The middle is what they are, and then the bottom there's a couple teams you can kind of just show up and play a decent game and win. Their place, your place, whatever. Not this year. There's all those teams sitting, 7 through 11, capable of beating anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I think you saw last night that the UConn and St. John's are playing at a different level than everyone else right now. But other than that, I mean, it's really hard to win on the road in college basketball. And other than Villanova today, you saw Providence whoop up on DePaul. You saw Marquette, take care of home court.
Butler,
yeah. So it's it's hard to win on the road, and when there's a lot of parity within the teams, it's usually easier to win as the home team than the road team.
Yeah, this is going to be different. We've got into that DePaul arena. There's been nobody there, and they're starting to draw some fans now because this is one of the better seasons they've had in a while, and they've got a lot of talent on the team.
They do. I mean, this is my first time going through the league, so I can't really speak on what DePaul's done over the last.
They've been pretty bad.
20 years. Following that, I've kind of realized that, but. No, I mean, you look at their team, C.J. Gunn, started off at Indiana. He's averaging 14, 15 a game in league play. They've got a legit 5-man. They got a lot of different pieces. They're athletic. They're going to switch ball screens. They're going to ice ball screens. Yeah. They do a good job of sharing the ball offensively. So, we're going to have to, we'll have tomorrow off, get ready as a staff, and have a couple of good days of practice, which, I thought, even leading into the Georgetown game, I thought we had a couple of good practices. I thought coming back after that game, we came back with everything going on, missing a couple of guys. We came back and practiced pretty well the last couple of days. So, we're going to need to get after it Monday and Tuesday and be ready to roll Wednesday.
Absolutely. Austin, is it short term, long term? The fact you thought you might be able to play, if things go okay, he might be ready for Wednesday.
Yeah, that was the deal. He wasn't able to go the last 2 days. Gave it a go and shoot around. Wasn't feeling great. So I wouldn't imagine he'll be out Wednesday.
Okay. Well, we know what we got to do then.
Yep.
Get Isaac that ball, get him some wide open threes, get off to a good start.
It's that simple sometimes.
Coach, thanks. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
That's Coach Mike Nesbit, the Jays staff, and his appearance is sponsored by CareMinders Home Health Care. If you need care for your injured or ill loved one, reach out to CareMinders today. Go to caremindersnebraska.com, see all they have to offer, and then give them a call, 402-932-2211. That's 402-932-2211, CareMinders Home Care, and you will be glad you You did. All right. We must have some wonderful chats, I would think.
We have a couple, yeah. Let's see. Burning Blade said, how did the guys pull it off? Unbelievable. Great job fighting to the end and coming back all the way. Let's go, Jays. Bob King has a little bit of a pessimistic view. Ugly game. Even if we as a team shoot 40% from three, we can't stop other teams. Our lack of size is killing us. Could we rotate 10 guys in every few minutes and press other teams all 40 minutes? I think we obviously know that wouldn't work very well with the people that we have.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it was kind of some fool's gold tonight. That press that just happened to work, and they got rattled by the crowd. I think they did.
Do it enough, and we just got lucky.
I did like the look. I did like the look we used on the press, though. Jason was guarding the ball and then shot off, and that confused the inbound guy. And then he's like, "Well, wait a minute."
No, it worked well.
Now I can't get in. And then he lost his balance and stepped over the line.
Yeah, it worked well. Obviously.
Yeah.
Martin Swanson said, tell Isaac that chicken wings are on me at Balls. That place in Norfolk, or wherever that Isaac is from. That they have
Grand Island?
Yeah.
Grand Island.
They have that wing spot.
That Martin, he's got all these inside lingo, we don't understand. We should have Will up here, maybe deciphering all this for us.
Yeah, I'm good on that, though. But that sounds good. Sounds okay.
Not a big fan of eating balls, but that's just me.
Sounds good.
Then we just got a couple, win is a win, let's go Jays, give Isaac a partial game ball, stuff like that. So,
all right, chatters. So if you haven't heard, we have 2 giveaways here. We've got the cap. Isaac cap is really cool. Because the night he hit the threes, the night we beat Seton Hall,
Can you show the
people bring it out.
Can we showcase that?
Yeah. I'll flip it over here.
You want me to model it?
Yeah, put it on. There you go. It's a sweet-looking Jays hat. We've got the date, the game in here, his 6 for 10 from 3, and then he'll autograph it right here. So pretty cool looking. And then we've got. I don't have it with me tonight, but we got it at home. We got a Jackson McAndrew autograph basketball. So, you guys interested? Put it in the chat. Say, I want to win something, and we will pick out whoever is the best chatter along the way. Yeah, jeez. And then, you got to give Payne some credit, too. It looked like he was done for the game. He came back in and
had that nice dunk.
Yeah.
That was impressive. Yeah. Basically on one leg.
Yeah.
All right, so I did not go to the game tonight. I gave my wife the tickets, and I watched on TV. And I want to – I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me on this. The broadcasting was the worst broadcasting I have ever heard in a game.
Who is doing the
I don't even know, but it was so bad. They called Greg McDermott, Doug McDermott about 4 times.
Really?
They said stuff like shooting 2 from the free throw line when it was clearly a 3, like a foul on a 3. They thought the game was tied when Nick Graves hit that 3. They said something about going into overtime. It was terrible. From start to finish, just horrible. So just wanted to give that a shout out. It was bad.
Yeah. There's been some bad broadcasting this year.
It was upsetting.
So,
yeah, no, it has.
They had the wrong records on each team saying when the game was about to start.
Oh, really?
It was pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that important.
I will say this, I've been
Peacock's got to figure their stuff out.
Not that important, they say.
Complaining about it all year long. At least today, they spread out the Big East games. We had one at 11, one at 1, one at 3, and one at 5.
I did notice that.
Was very nice. Thank you for doing that. That was great. And an awesome game last night, if you watched. That was a classic college basketball game. Gardner was rocking, and you know what? Kudos to St. John's fans. Mm-hmm. Apparently, they were more St. John's fans there than UConn fans, which kind of surprised me because usually UConn takes that building over. Mm-hmm. And so good on you. And I think they made a difference. So,
I already got a comment. I agree. It was so bad.
Oh, there you go.
It was bad.
There you go.
That was Mike Rashawn.
Let's go to all right. Now here's going to be a tough one. Well, I guess. Okay, Graves can't be unsung hero. He was a hero. He made the game-winning shot, so he can't be unsung.
I'm going to guess Austin's.
No.
Okay.
I can't go there.
All right, I like it.
It's a tough one tonight, though.
It is, though.
Because we had 4 guys in double figures, and then you got to toss
Graves
kind of out, and so we're going to have to count one of the guys. Trout, we can't count Trout. I mean, he was a star, right?
I want to go. I can't go there, though.
I would probably go. I know if we are able to count some people, I would go. He was 11-7, which is pretty damn good. But I mean, Jason Green, again, battling in there with one arm.
That and Fedor, man.
I was going to go Fedor.
You know, but he's got 13. But
I know.
He
definitely wasn't the hero, though. So it's like.
He also just showed a little more today, and I think he was somewhat of X factor.
Yeah, you know what? And
drew a foul, hit a clutch 3.
Fedor only had 1 turnover too. And he was handling the ball a lot.
Yeah.
That was pretty big. Yeah. I don't get the inbound. I don't get why we're having some guys throw the ball inbounds.
So the rule generally is the forward throws the ball in.
The 4?
The 4 man.
Well, then we had Nick Graves throwing it in. And we had Blake Harper throwing it in.
I mean, Blake
and these were set plays. These weren't like
inbound plays. Inbound plays.
These weren't like coming out of the basket.
Inbounds. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it changes, but yeah.
After last game, Blake had so many turnovers. I was like, no, and poor passes. I mean, like some of those passes were just like. And the one time he's inbound the ball, the guy's breaking. It was Nick or Josh. I don't know who breaking to the corner wide open. I don't want to give it to you. And then he got caught. It was like, what are you doing, man? Oh, it's frustrating. This team's frustrating a lot of the time. You know.
Right. Well, that's. I think that was the last one with Murph. You know, they'll do one thing right and then forget the last 4 things we just taught them. You know, type of thing. And yeah, it's like having a little kid. You know, it's like having a toddler. Sometimes it's just like you get tired of repeating yourself, and these are grown adults.
And
now,
again, another game where Karam comes in. Hey, he doesn't do anything spectacular, but he doesn't screw up either. Mm-hmm. You know?
That's true. He's pretty solid.
Like, I would see a few more minutes. And here's the other thing I didn't understand.
I think it's still the language barrier.
Oh, I think it is, too.
You know, because even, like, when you're sitting there watching the game, and sometimes it's just his dialect and, like, you know, his body language on things, it's like,
he's kind of looking around.
Yeah, I don't know if he's fully comprehending.
Because at practice, you can stop the whole thing and, you know, go into it. All right, it's time for player profile, and it's sponsored by RTI Threads. RTI Threads is exclusive apparel provider of Bluejay Banter. Make RTI Threads your go-to site for all your Jays gear, including caps, sweatshirts, tees, quarter zips, and so much more. Go to rtithreads.com. Get stocked up today with Jays gear. 1, 2, 3, everybody. Woo, baby! You remember the last thing you said when you left here last time? I've been here 4 times, and we haven't won.
5 times.
5 times. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so then I was like, oh, this is awesome. We got Isaac back tonight. We're going to get a win.
Yep.
And then with about a minute and a half to come, I'm like, oh, no, not again, you know? And then we won the game. The first thing I thought of was, this is going to be so great. And plus, what an awesome game you had. Great job, buddy. Great job. Wow.
Yeah, it's fun.
How many more of those are we going to have this year? That's 3 at home that we pulled out in miraculous fashion.
We like to keep it interesting. I'll just say that.
Well, so you got a little heater there. Start out the game.
Yeah, first half. Yep, it was good. Teammates were finding me. I was getting a lot of open looks actually. So that was nice.
Except for that one that closely guarded as the shot clock. That was a big shot to keep it going.
Yeah. No, it was good. Teammates found me, and like I said, I got a lot of open looks, so just let it fly.
And a good job on the boards too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. We were talking with Coach about the pressure, how that relentless pressure they have, and the fact that, let's face it, we're not trying to sour grapes here, but they foul a lot.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much does that wear on you as you're?
It's tough because, you know, the refs obviously can't call every single foul, or every player on their team would probably foul out the way they play. So I guess it's kind of an advantage almost for them because, you know, the refs can't call a foul every single possession. Like, that's just not possible. So, they just heat us up and super physical, and it's a tough style to play against, especially for, a team like us that's built on, more skill and finesse and stuff like that.
Does it allow you to be a little more physical because the refs are letting a little more go?
Yeah, I mean, usually, yeah, but I think I had 4 fouls somehow in the fourth one. I was 50 feet away from the ball, so
Yeah, that one I was like, I think they put that on the wrong player.
I don't know. Obviously, yeah, for sure.
I thought they were going to put that on Nick, but then I was like, Nick didn't foul anybody, and I was like,
I don't know.
And then I was like,
have no idea.
I guess I missed a screen somewhere or something.
No, I wasn't near the play. So
Yeah, I noticed a couple times. You were right in front of me a couple times on those screens, and you were being a little physical.
Yeah.
Because you're like, hey, they're not going to call holding.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
And they were letting it go.
Yeah.
All right, so last play. We're there at the line. They make the first one. They miss it. Describe what happened out there.
I mean, we had a play drawn up where Nick comes off a screen. We have Josh coming back on a behind action, and Fedor setting a flare for me. So Nick kind of had options, and they kind of just blew it up. So he kind of just took matters into his own hands. And I asked him if he had any game winners. He said that was his first one of his career because he was 0 for 7 at Charlotte. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's big time.
That's a big one.
And that's kind of his shot.
That is, the step back
wing,
for sure.
That wing three.
Yep.
That's the one he's probably knocked down more than any this year.
Got to a spot, so
yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Where if you had to shoot one to win, where would you like to be?
Top of the key, I think, is probably the easiest 3, but I feel like it's also the hardest.
From the corner, though.
Yeah, it's corners too, but if I'm going to win one, I'd rather probably be at the top of the key.
Because you can get the rim bouncing off if
exactly.
a little bit. So
exactly.
How describe this whole week with being with the team?
Oh, man, Wednesday was probably the worst day I've had in a really long time. And I can't even imagine what Josh was going through because, Blake's the only one on our team that really knows what that's like.
Yeah.
So we were we were in the team room and every single guy was just bawling his eyes out because we were just so heartbroken for Josh and his wonderful family. And, it was really hard because 6 hours later we had to be on the floor and play a really good Georgetown team. And for Josh to go through all that and still play the game, played his butt off. He does every game, but I don't know if I've ever respected someone so much, like a teammate, as much as I respect him for, he's going through the hardest time possible, and he's still doing the best he can every single day.
Just incredible. And how was it once the ball tipped in Georgetown? Were you able to kind of like take that 2 hours, go outside of reality for a little bit?
Yeah, I think we could, and I hope that he was kind of maybe able to do that a little bit. I think for him, he wants to be around the guys, he wants to be in practice, he wants to be in games, even during this tough time, because it kind of helps him get his mind off it a little bit.
It's his family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So just unbelievable what he's done.
Yeah. And then to have it all end the way it did.
Yeah. Coach Mack after the game told Josh, he was like, we had an angel up there helping us out tonight. So that was really cool. And, he's not wrong.
Yeah. All right. So we have a lot of new players on the team that haven't gone there. You've been to Paul a few times.
Uh-huh.
Probably when their team wasn't as good as this team. And they probably didn't. They're starting to draw some more fans, so that there's probably not. There's some games probably there was many Creighton fans there as the Paul fans.
Definitely 2 years ago for sure.
Yeah. What's it going to be like going there Wednesday?
It'll be good. Like you said, they're playing a lot better. This is probably the best that Paul's been during my time here, at least. They were solid last year, and 2 years before that they struggled, but they have a lot of good pieces. We haven't played them yet, and
no,
which is
this
crazy.
Is the only team.
Yeah, only team we haven't played. So, we haven't really scouted them much or anything yet. We'll probably get doing that Monday, but it'll be a challenge. Like you said, there'll be more fans there, and Holtman's got that place going a little bit. So
absolutely,
it's good.
Absolutely. Do you guys look now? Obviously you're game by game, you're just taking it, but do you kind of look now at the standings and say, okay, we only got 7 games left. looking ahead to the Big East tournament, here's where we are. You know, I mean, this was a huge game tonight. You know, you
Yeah,
broke that tie with them. Now you're in fourth all by yourself.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, obviously you want to be the highest seed possible, and at the Big East tournament, you know, try not to look ahead, but you know, if we can win as many as we can out of the next 7 and get ourselves in a good spot, you know, we'll obviously have to play St. John's or UConn if we make it to the semis, but. You know, when we get there, it's a brand new 3-game season, hopefully. So
yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's anyone's game.
It is. Those conference tournaments, all kinds of stuff happen.
Yep.
Hey, I played golf last week.
Did you? How'd it go?
Down in Arizona.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
I didn't want to rub it in.
Courses are starting to open here.
Yeah. Well, it's Monday. Monday, it'll be hard to get on a course. 70 degrees. No? What are you shaking? No.
That grounds is going to be
too hard.
terrible.
I agree.
Like, sure, go at it.
I
So-
agree.
The ground will be great.
No,
Ball
it won't.
roll
You can
forever.
just tee it up in the fairway a little bit.
No leaves on the trees.
You don't see me.
Good luck making a putt, but, you know.
Yeah.
Nope.
And I go to this country club the first time I play.
Yep.
Who's there in the country club? Isaiah
IZ,
Zier.
baby.
Okay.
How great was that? How great was that?
It's clowning.
Yeah.
That's actually, I'm
Look
still.
at
It's
this
clowning.
thing from him, and he's
But,
like,
yeah, I'm still
I said, hey,
upset.
Austin's giving me some crap. He starts laughing.
Yeah, he's a clown. It's a clown. Like,
So anyway, I'm going to say we've got something planned later on this spring, right?
Probably a rematch.
Yeah, well, we gotta make sure somebody gets his foot healthy, too. We got
Okay.
that one going, remember?
Yeah.
So, we got the rematch. Yeah, you and I against these two clowns.
Yeah.
And then we've got my partners from Central Nebraska too.
Okay.
So we're doing a Central Nebraska
Okay.
versus Minnesota. So me and Jackson.
Nice.
Now we got to get his foot healed.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Who's my partner?
You'll be playing with Kelly, my partner.
Okay. Is he good?
He's a dog, man.
Perfect.
He grinds. He grinds, man.
Perfect.
So, you know, we'll have to figure out how good is Jackson. Is he okay?
I mean, he's okay. I mean,
so I'm gonna
gonna be
really.
different.
he's probably like a 25.
So
handicap.
okay, so we'll have to figure this handicap
But he
thing
can hit
out.
a driver pretty good. So if it's a scramble deal, you might be in luck. But if it's not,
I don't know. Well, we can decide
you
the
might
rules.
be playing
We
your
can
own
decide the
ball
rules.
quite a bit.
You know, we can decide the rules.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can figure it out. You know, all right.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to some golf this spring. This is gonna
Yeah.
be awesome.
Absolutely.
But we got a lot more basketball to take care of, buddy.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I don't know what to tell you. Awesome game.
Thank you.
Awesome game.
Yep.
You're going to
For
sign
sure.
a cap over
Congrats.
there that we're
Congrats.
giving away.
Okay.
We've got a ceremonial with your line on it with
Yep.
the Seton Hall win. It's going to be a hell of a collector's item. So,
Awesome.
Isaac Trout, everybody,
Awesome.
and
Finally got the dub, baby.
sponsored
Yeah,
by
finally got it.
RTI Threads. They're exclusive provider of Bluejay Banter. They've provided us with tons of stuff. So check them out. They have everything. And if you want stuff for your business, they're more than happy to design it, print it up, give you a fair price, and you'll have a great, great looking stuff. So check them out. That's rtithreads.com. And just to show you a little bit of their work right here, we've got the
there you go.
Bluejay Banter t-shirts.
Love it.
If you're ever in here after a game and by the way, you can come in here and watch the show. More than that, we guests are allowed. Just want to get a heads up ahead of time. But if you want to come in, we'll give you a shirt, and you know, more than happy to do that. All right, what's the worst call of the night?
Ooh,
There was a
that is
few,
tough-
actually.
Yeah,
there was a couple, too,
lot.
at the end that I was like,
There was a lot. I thought it wasn't one call, but it was kind of like the antithesis of the whole night. Like,
Yeah, it was.
who was it that got grabbed? I think it was Nick was getting grabbed a lot, but I think Nick got grabbed, absolutely grabbed. And then they went down the other end, and there was like a touch foul, and they called a foul on it. And I'm like, look, you got to be way more consistent than that. You know, I mean, it wasn't even, you know,
The one they called on Nick Graves towards the end of the game was a very bad call. I think there was like maybe 2 or 3 minutes left, and he kind of went at Graves, but Graves almost just got out of the way, and they called a foul. It was his 4th foul.
okay.
Everybody was just kind of like, wait, what was that call?
Yeah.
Like, that actually was called?
Well, the one Isaac was talking about, too, that was where they called it on Isaac. And I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that one at all.
That was bad,
I
too.
thought, was there any? Because that was on the offensive end. I thought, oh, he must have screened somebody. I'm like, no, he was nowhere near anybody.
Yeah, that was weird too.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on with that one. What do you got, Mr. Chapman?
I guess we can go with that one.
The Isaac one?
Yeah.
Because nobody knew what the hell was going on.
No. But it just was inconsistent, to your point. Like the first half, I think they let him play a little bit. And then it got like ticky-tacky, but then it wasn't on both ends.
Yeah, it got ticky-tacky for like 4 minutes there.
Right.
Because
then we got a whole bunch of fouls, to start the second half. And then, I don't know. It was.
I think that was Mac riding him.
Sure.
Like he was riding him, and then I think he looked at the board. He goes, "You mean to tell me they're playing football out here, and we have 5 fouls, and they don't have any?"
Right.
And then they just whistle
Right.
after
Yep.
whistle after
Yep.
whistle on them.
Yeah,
So I think that was probably
on the TV broadcast. They did like a in the huddle with Greg McDermott, and he told the players, "Hey, they're starting to call ticky-tack fouls now. So you got to make sure you're showing both your hands at all times because they're going to start calling everything." So I don't know what changed, but that was.
It went for a little bit, and then they changed it again.
Right.
Then they went back.
Yeah, it's kind of silly.
But man, that first half, like, it'd be something as simple as we cross half court, and you would just see them reaching across entire body just consistently.
That's
And
just kind of how they play,
I get it, but that's by the
kind of like
rule
Isaac
book, that's a
said.
foul.
But you can't call every one.
But
and
you
so
can
then
call
it's just
most.
impossible. You couldn't, and they wouldn't, right? Like they don't want to sit here and do that either.
Well,
so
guess
it's
what?
like,
As soon as they call 4 or 5, they're going to have to change how they play defense.
but they didn't.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
I get it. I'm just
and
saying.
that's just the philosophy, and that's like Providence was like that when we were there. St. John's was like, and
Providence
they
was
were
always
always
like
like
that.
that. St. John's was like that. Like just about everybody. Marquette's always been that way, to be honest. Like I don't know. It's just
So I
can only
think
call
though,
so many,
this was probably 4 or 5 before they won their last few games. Shaheen, I heard him on a press conference, and he was really complaining about, the refs, they're not letting us play now. They're just calling everything. And so I think, and I saw parts of those games and not the whole thing. I'd like to see the whole thing because then I could have given more context to it. So to your point, he was probably saying they are calling everything.
now. You're right.
Yeah.
Because people start complaining.
So then, so he starts. So now he's complaining. So now the refs are like, well, we better let him
Right.
play. The game the other night at Georgetown, my goodness, you had a Final Four crew out there, and they were just letting them play and missing. I forget who was doing the game, but he was like, Graves got fouled 3 times.
Yep.
Tonight, Shane got in the game. He turned that one over.
Yeah.
And they blew a whistle, and he walked away going, looking to see if his arm was
getting
bleeding.
Hacked.
Yeah.
It's
Yes, it is, but it's play the game. At this point, like they're fouling, so just don't turn the ball over. It's just that
It's
simple.
easier
really.
for fans
Well,
to complain about that than it probably is for you to understand
but
that. But
we
like
can
for us,
complain.
it's just so obvious when you watch the game. You're like, that is a reach, that is a
is.
hack, that it call it. Like you,
Yeah. I mean,
Would you even watch the game if they're?
Absolutely.
No, you wouldn't. You
Again,
wouldn't be
you
sitting
would-
here
again,
watching the
after
game.
they call 6 or 7 in
I
a
agree
row,
with him. After a while, they
they're
would be
gonna
like,
have
okay,
to-
we got to back off.
they have to learn how to play correctly.
Yeah.
Like that's not how you play. You don't hack. You don't reach. That's,
There were
That
times
is
when I
how,
was like,
that's
okay.
how a lot of people play.
That is how they
That
play.
is-
It's how they shouldn't play.
That's
but
how
it's how
most
they do.
people
I
play,
get it.
to be
Yeah.
There were
honest.
times when I really focused in, and I was like, late in the second half, and they were not fouling. They were just guarding like dogs, man. I mean, they were guarding hard.
The first
And
half was
like,
rough though.
Like I said to Isaac, though, I noticed one time he started trying to set that screen on the inbounds play.
Yeah.
He just absolutely grabbing a guy. Like they're not calling it,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gotta go both ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get in there. Get in the
Yeah.
scrum. Get in the scrum. Show the boys get in the scrum.
All right. So let's go down the. You want to go down the?
Well, I have only one more comment I need to address, and this is
absolutely.
another thing about how bad the broadcast was. So I'm just gonna keep going down this rabbit hole. Martin Swanson said they also showed the Big East standings, and they used the St. Joseph logo instead of the St. John's. I'm not kidding.
Now that's bad.
It
That's
was a
bad.
top 5 worst broadcast I've ever witnessed.
That's bad.
I'm just throwing
But
that
see,
out there.
now that's somehow like, where did Peacock get the production? That's the production crew, not Peacock in general. It's the crew they had doing the production here.
Whether it's
that's
Peacock or
them.
not, they picked who did it. So it's
Right.
the same
But
thing
that's
to me.
them. Maybe they went on the cheap and got some production company that wasn't
Well, then they
normally
should fix
doing
that.
college basketball games. Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Rough.
All right. Let's move on to the little rundown of the leading scorer, leading rebounders, so on and so forth.
Is that me, Tim?
Isaac Trout, baby. Leading scorer.
Yep, IT leading scorer, 6 for 10 from 3, 6 for 10 from the floor overall, so he did not attempt a 2. He did have a lot of drives and kickouts, which was good. Josh Dix, +9. That was the highest on the team. Played great defense as always, 6 for 14 from the floor. Let's see what else we got. Jason Green had 4 steals. Worth note. We shot over 43% from 3 today, 13 for 30. That's unlike the last couple games we've played. The fact that we shot 43% from 3 and still had a close game is kind of eye-opening. But
yeah, we shoot them from home.
We'll
We get home though.
We had 18 turnovers, though, in that.
Yeah, I mean that's obviously not great. 14 assists, 18 turnovers. That's not a very good ratio.
No, that's terrible.
But the cool thing is, the first half we shot 43% from 3, and the second half we shot 42. So we were like very consistent the whole game, which is good to see. But yeah, that's I would say a majority of the major stats there. Fedor played 22 minutes today, which is good.
Right.
Yeah.
Hudson played 10, which is more than he has been playing.
Trout, though, only playing 24.
Boy, he had a vicious
that's
block. That guy was going in to dunk that one, and he blocked it. A tremendous effort.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we had a couple other guys standing around watching it like it was a movie, not getting the rebound. But
yeah.
okay, so I just want to run before we get out of here. So first of all, we got to pick some people in the chat to win.
Oh, boy.
If some people want to win something? I know one guy in that chat that wants to win something.
Yep.
I said, "Are you interested?" and nobody responded.
Well,
so
I'm going to go. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go with somebody who's been in that chat almost every game for us, and that's Martin. He's going to get the Isaac Trout.
Wow.
He's going to get the
Will's
Isaac
giving
Trout.
a thumbs down.
Yeah, well,
all right.
Will ought to check his
Temperature.
check his college tuition and see where that's coming from, baby. And then you pick someone else. Who else has been in there? Who's been a good
Pesky Blues has been pretty
Yes,
consistent.
there we go. Let's go. That's Debo, right?
No,
Yeah,
was
it
it? Is it?
That's Debo.
Oh,
I think Debo
Did
won.
he win something for coming on the show?
no.
Yes, he did.
He did?
Oh, we should pick someone else then.
All right. Sorry, Debo. You'll get you. Keep rolling.
Burning Blade. I don't know if he's ever been in here. Oh, his comment was
Kind of negative. Debo we actually yesterday on Bluejay Banter today, for whatever reason, it defaulted to a live broadcast. So Mike and I are doing the preview number 5 minutes in. I'm like, hey, Mike, we're live. And Pesky's in there making comments. I'm like, hey, you helped out the show, buddy. Appreciate it.
Bluejay Babes made a couple comments.
Let's go Bluejay Babe.
Yeah,
Maybe we'd find out who it is.
Let's figure that out. I need government.
Okay, Bluejay Babe.
All right.
She wins the Jackson McAndrew
Who is this?
basketball. What did she have today for a comment?
She said, "What was worse, the refs or the broadcasters?" That was earlier on. So that was
there we go. Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
And then she just said, "Let's go" with all caps
All right,
after right when we started. But
Okay, so there's our winners. Now, on to I want to just brush these standings down. So St. John's has played one less game, and so has Xavier. Okay, everybody else has played 13, but St. John's and Xavier are playing Monday, an odd Big East Monday night game. So everybody will be the same then after that. Okay, so UConn's 12-1, St. John's 11-1. Once St. John's beats Xavier, they'll have the tiebreaker over UConn. They'll actually be in first place. Okay, then we go to Villanova, 2 games back at 9-3. Okay, then a big drop to 4th place.
it's another 2 games. That's not that big.
3.
9.
Oh, 2.5.
Not.
Oh, Villanova. I'm sorry. Villanova's only played 12
they've
too.
only played 12.
Wow. Okay. So they're one down too. So 2.5 games behind, but 3 in the loss column. Well, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
We're 3 behind the loss column.
But we still
Villanova.
play them at home, so we could,
We know.
yeah, that could be a good one.
But we play St. John's, UConn, so do they. They'd have to lose a lot of these other games.
Or we have to win, Tim.
Yeah.
What's that?
Or we win. How about that?
We could win one of those. That would be
Or we
huge.
can win both. Or we can win both.
We could win out.
We
Tim.
can win. We can win the rest 7 games here.
If we won out, we would be 20-11. We would be in the. We would be.
We would be in. We're on the bubble,
We'd probably
baby.
be over on the right side of the bubble.
See,
Actually.
that's all I'm thinking about. We got to win these next 7 games, Tim.
We'll probably be down 9 against
One
Villanova
game at a
and win
time.
at
First of
home.
all-
DePaul first.
First of all, we don't got Austin. We don't have
start there.
Yeah, DePaul first.
We don't have Austin on Wednesday night. That's going to be a really tough
All right,
game.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
All right,
DePaul first.
Anyway, we're in fourth. So we're in fourth, okay? Seton Hall's in fifth, all alone, 6-7. Then a game behind them is Georgetown. And if you've watched Georgetown the last couple nights, Cooley said his goal is to get in that top 5 so he doesn't have to, be in the playing game. He was
that's
knocking
all
on the
coaches'
door
goal.
until they lost a tough one today. So now we actually have a 2-game spread over that, which is good for us. And then we have 5 teams with 4 wins: Xavier, Butler, DePaul, Providence, Marquette.
Marquette's hot.
Marquette's hot,
Just saying.
but
Have
here's
you watched our last couple games?
No, I
They look really
have,
good.
but they didn't they lose between us though. They lost.
They
one.
might have, but
Yeah.
they look really good though right now.
They lost one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They lost one.
look
Okay,
That's good
so
against us.
yeah,
Yeah, they look
here's,
great.
as we said, it's Xavier at St. John's on Monday. Battle of Patinos. Then Tuesday, speaking of Marquette, they go to Villanova. And
That's a game to
That's-
watch. That's a game to watch. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
UConn's going to Butler. Butler's leaking oil all of a sudden. But they played UConn. I want to say they played UConn tough the first time. Was that them or that was Providence? I think.
Providence.
So we'll see what happens there. Here's a big matchup the same night we played at Paul. Providence, 8 o'clock game, by the way, on Wednesday. You guys love those late nighters. Wednesday, Providence is at Seton Hall.
Ooh.
There's a chance for Seton Hall to lose another one right there.
Providence is a wild team. Like
They are a
they
wild
took
team. They
UConn
are.
to the
I
they
don't know
they,
what
they
to
beat
expect.
us handedly. They beat St. John's one loss, and then they've had terrible losses. They're a very weird team.
Yeah. And then next week we got St. John's at Providence. That could be a tough game for St. John's. Villanova comes here, 1:30 on Big Fox next Saturday.
How many games are at
Valentine's Day,
1:30?
baby. Let's go.
There's some overlapping. There's a game at 2 and there's a game at 11. So, but we're on Big Fox, so that we'll be following the
Are you guys,
whatever the 11.
Are you guys
game.
bringing the wives on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, my wife loves that too. By the way,
I'm sure.
she's thrilled with that.
If I
two-
tell my wife we have to get a babysitter to go to a Creighton game on Valentine's Day, I don't
There
think
you
it's
go.
gonna go over too
2
Yeah.
o'clock game is
She'll be there.
Marquette at Xavier. That's gonna be interesting. Marquette at Xavier.
Any game featuring Marquette the rest of the season, I'm just telling you, is going to be interesting. They
And
look
then,
very good right now.
Georgetown is at UConn, and that's man. I don't know. I watched you know what? Georgetown did the same thing we did for a chunk of this game. Just stupid turnovers. Just self-inflicted wounds against Villanova. They weren't pressuring them. They weren't pressuring them like Seton Hall was, and so we got some interesting stuff going on this week here in the Big East. All right. A full slate of Bluejay Banter shows coming up next week. And Friday, baseball starts Friday at St. Mary's. It's on ESPN Plus this year. We don't have to worry about Flow Sports.
I love that.
Yeah. And it's like a flick it on during work type deal. It's, I think, a 3 or 4 o'clock game.
Nice.
Flick it on. Sit back, watch the Jays this year. Should be exciting. All right. What a win. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed that game tonight. And what a great way for this team to go out this week.
Much needed.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Helps us out a ton. And thanks so much for the support, by the way. So speaking of baseball, we had a conversation with Coach Kingston last week on Bluejay Banter today. It's on our YouTube page. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It, I believe, is the second or third largest viewing of any Bluejay Banter show we have done.
Good job.
So-
People excited about Jay's baseball this
Yeah,
year.
well,
Jays
new
ball.
coach, it's all kind of exciting. So
Love that.
there we go. All right, thanks. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Oh, who you got? Who you got?
I want to say Patriots, but I'm for some reason Seahawks. I don't know. I like that story. I
think Seahawks
You
are
know,
going to actually blow them out.
I like the story.
I really, really like Drake May's story, and I think he's awesome,
Drake
but I
May?
just don't think he has it. I think Seahawks win.
Yeah, I think Seahawks are actually going to blow them
Darnold?
out. Yeah.
But I did see
that
like
story.
6 of the last 7 underdogs have won the Super Bowl, so that would point to the Patriots. Just saying.
Yeah. Sure, let's have Darnold win because my team doesn't already have enough crap being thrown at them. Like
that's why I want
their
him
GM
to win,
wouldn't let him trade
like,
up to get Drake May, and they let Darnold go. So yeah,
didn't
there
he
you go.
just get fired?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which coach didn't get
Our
fired
owners
this year?
want to win. They don't mess
Which
around.
coach didn't get fired this year?
No, that was their GM got
That's
fired.
GM.
Oh, GM.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All right. So enjoy the Super Bowl.
Who you have? Who you?
Oh, Seahawks are going to blow them out.
All right.
Blow them out.
Oh,
Yep.
Score? Can we get a
Their
score?
defense is so good.
27-24.
34-27.
I'm going to say 34-10. No, 34-13.
that bad?
34-13.
34-13.
They're going to make it a game.
Huh.
No, I don't think so. Seahawks defense, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is pretty
nobody's really talking about their
It is pretty good.
defense. They're talking about Darnold and
Their defense is
their receivers
pretty well.
and stuff, but their defense and New England's got those 2 rookie tackles who are linemen who haven't played great. And man, look out.
Fair.
Seahawks got a great secondary too. I just
Man, Oklahoma State, not good against Arizona.
No. Sorry, Coach
84-47.
Lutz.
Yeah, that's a tough game, man.
Coach Lutz texted me back about
Arizona's
an hour and a half ago.
freaking-
Just said, ouch.
Yeah.
Because I told him, I go, Coach, it's going to be a tough task. I go, it'd help, because they're in a lot of brackets. They're just the last team in right now
Right.
after that win over BYU. And I said, because he's always asking me, well, what, how do the metrics roll? What's going on? I go, it'd be really helpful if you beat them, don't let them cover the point spread, because on one metric, that helps you out, and wow.
Sure did they do that, huh?
No, that's not going to help their wins above bubble or their strength of record. Not going to help either one.
That's a tough one.
But they got other opportunities.
Yeah.
I told them they had to win 3 of 5. They're 1-1 right now, so they got Kansas coming to Stillwater
Yep.
here in a couple of
Tough place to play.
weeks. So hey, and hey,
Guns up.
congrats to D-Rock. Our coaches are just winning left and right. What a comeback, boy! Speaking of refs. Bailing out a team in the last second of the game. Did you see that ending?
didn't.
Oh,
What, Indiana?
go watch the end of it. Yeah. I think it was a foul, but they could have called a foul 5 seconds earlier if they were going to call that a foul, and they didn't. Oh, yeah. 1 second left. Bailed them out. Guy hits 2 free throws. They win by 1 in overtime.
It's been one thing I've noticed this year is there's been a lot of super delayed calls
Yeah.
in general. I
Yeah,
feel like
I
don't know.
agree with that,
I feel
too.
like refs are scared of the criticism if they don't call something, and then they end up just blowing the whistle last second. I've noticed that a lot this year, more than usual.
And then Coach Miller blew out Southern Illinois the other night, so they're back on the right track. So I think they're moved into second place in the Valley. So, yeah, our assistant coach is doing great. Great. All right. Thanks so much, people. Enjoy the night. Enjoy the weekend. We'll see you Monday morning on Bluejay Banter today.
Roll Jays.